It's one of the most popular cosmetic treatments, and yet there's still so many questions about Botox, what it can do, how long it lasts, what areas of the face it can benefit. Well, I paid Utah Facial Plastics and Draper a visit in this sponsored interview to get all the answers. Now, this is a topic that everybody is talking about, Botox, that popular treatment. Maybe you've been wondering if it's right for you. Well, don't worry. I've taken you to the right place. We're at Utah Facial Plastics in Draper. I'm next to nurse injector Gina, and we have lovely Paige sitting here with us as well. Okay, tell us more about Botox and how it works, Gina.
Yes, so in general, Botox, what it's doing is it's relaxing muscles in the face that causes lines. So some of the most common areas, I'll say that we treat between the brows. So I'm going to show you right here. I have Paige make some expressions. So scowl real hard for me. You can see how she wrinkles the skin right here. Raise your eyebrows, wrinkles up here, smile really big, and it wrinkles around the eyes. So Botox is gonna relax those muscles because being able to scowl and make those facial expressions breaks down the collagen. So over time, that's why those lines will keep on getting deeper. If Botox relaxes that muscle, it prevents the lines from getting worse and it softens any lines that you have there.
Gina, will it completely freeze those lines so that Paige has no facial expression?
No, that's not the goal. I mean, obviously, yes, you can do that if that's the goal. Some people wanna be more frozen than others, but most people wanna look natural. So we want to tailor it to everybody and not do too much to where she keeps some movement, but also relaxes that muscle so the lines are less deep and prevented.
When I first came to Utah Facial Plastics almost, I think 15 years ago, I'm such a raiser when I talk. I raise those eyebrows so much that those lines were really deep. I can't believe the change in those years.
Oh, yes.
I mean, so these, I mean, she doesn't have any lines now, but it prevents those deep lines from forming.
Yes. So in a perfect world, I tell people, I'm like, if you want to do it the best way you can, because Botox in general lasts about 3 months. So if you wanted to do it every 3 months, your lines in those areas would never get worse. And some people too, like maybe let's say they come to us and they have deeper lines to begin with. Their lines might not go all the way away with one treatment, but they will notice some improvement. It gets better. If you're consistent with your treatments and you're doing it every 3 to 4 months, you will notice those lines keep on getting softer every single time, all the while it's prevention.
Yes, I will tell you that it is preventative, but not only that, if you have those deep lines like I did, I saw that change over the next like 12 months completely. All right, how is it different than filler?
So filler, two totally different things. Filler is a thick jelly substance that's adding volume to our face. So areas in the face, we're losing volume with aging. So common areas is like in the cheeks, even along the chin, the bone down there is resorbing. Lips are losing volume. So filler is gonna add volume back in those areas to replace volume that you're losing or even to augment those areas. So let's say we all know people want maybe a little bit bigger lips. Maybe they aren't losing volume, but they are born with small lips and they want a little bit bigger lips. So we're going to augment those areas.
I can't believe how many people are now trying Botox that maybe haven't before. When they sit down with you for a consultation, what's the biggest concern? What's holding people back?
I think a lot of it is just the unknown of how it works. So that's why when people come to a consult with me, I spend a little bit more time. The actual injections of Botox is really fast, but what takes a little bit longer is the consult because I want to explain how it works. If people fully know how it works, they're on board. They don't want to look fake, and I need to explain to them that is, you are not going to look fake. We want you to look the best version of yourself, just refreshed and slow the clock down.
Paige, I sat in this chair. That's exactly what I said. Don't make me not look like me, right? I'm sure that's a concern for a lot of your patients.
For sure. Yeah, and I think when people think maybe that you're not gonna look like yourself and you're gonna change, sometimes it can be filler, but it's overdone filler. Filler is done fantastically if you don't do too much. We want you to look exactly like you. We're just replacing the volume that you're losing, not overdoing it. That's when people look different, and that's not the goal. That's not what we're going to do.
It's what I love about Utah Facial Plastics is they want to do your vision. They want you to look like the best you can be. Your most popular area would be what? Because you can start with just one spot.
Oh, for sure. I don't think that there's specifically for the general population one area. Everybody comes in and it's somewhere else. And it could be right between the brows that they're like, I look angry. I don't want to look angry. Or when I smile, it wrinkles too much here. It can be one area that's bugging them the most. And if, you know, they're nervous about it, I'm like, start with one area. We can always add on more areas later. And budget matters too, you know? So it's like, what is in your budget? What's in your your life, and we can make that happen for you.
Gina, I'm so glad you mentioned budget because you always have specials and deals going on at Utah Facial Plastics.
Yes, we always have monthly specials, and then we have memberships as well. That's basically more of a loyalty program that you bank money with us. It adds up in your account, and then you get discounts, really good discounts on Botox, Dysport, fillers, aesthetic treatments, skincare products, and it makes everything a lot cheaper. Also,
Botox Day is coming up on Wednesday, November 20th.
Yes.
So please be part of that because lots of deals happening there. UtahFacialPlastics.com. We're at the Draper location. There's also one in Layton, but come in for a consultation. Right. Say, Gina, I want to know more about Botox. And she'll say, I got you.
Yep.
Thank you, Gina. Thank you, Paige. Thanks to Utah Facial Plastics for that sponsored interview.